We're back today bringing more rain to many parts of the state. A viewer sent us these great photos from Corona, New Mexico. So how much more rain can we expect?
Well, tonight across the east, places like Corona continue to get wet. It's a good looking shot there, no question. We'll start to see things back off and then they'll be back again. Tina, we start tonight with, is this real or fake? Okay, there is a massive spider on the wall. Now I'll put this into motion here, and this guy has properly prepared himself to take on a very large spider.
That can't be a real spider.
Hey, that's exactly what I'm thinking. And watch what happens when he tries to maybe get the spider in some sort of mixing bowl. And here we go. All right, he's almost on it. And
oh!
Yeah, no way. I mean, at first I'm literally watching this for, 3/4 of it going, that could be a real spider. That could be real. But then as we get close, it's like, well, okay. I'm sure it's probably not. So it turns out there aren't that many spiders the size of a basketball. But there it is. And then one more. Yeah.
Ooh,
all right. So
the bowl is a good technique, though.
It was pretty solid. If it was real, he was in decent position to take it right in the old chin. All right, here's a look at what's going on. Now, we do have some storms continuing out there. A little weather disturbance continuing to work its way out of here. We'll talk about that in a moment. But across the southern tier of the state, places like Eddy, Lee County, over into Otero County, we're grabbing some pretty good thunderstorms right now and a much better storm day than we had forecast. There's no other way to say it. 67 degrees in the metro south, southeast winds at 12 miles an hour. I'll explain why that is in just a moment. 50s and 60s off to the north, down to the south, 60s and 70s. Looking at the satellite and radar here, pretty good crop of storms throughout the day today. Now, it looked good in the metro to start to get some showers here, and then they curled off to our east, and everything just kind of shot off into eastern New Mexico, where you saw those cool pictures of storms. So this has been an interesting setup here. So we want to talk about what happened today and why we saw more cloud cover in the metro than we expected and more storms across the east here. Now, is it a complete washout day? No, but I would call this a little bit of a surprise day as far as storms go. And here's what we're talking about. When we deal with the weather models that help us forecast, they're pretty good at picking up those backdoor cold fronts that push in all the cool air and the moisture. They're also pretty good at figuring out flow patterns when we start to draw up moisture from the south or from the east. They're also good at those big time winter storms or fall storms that come in here and track across the state. We usually have a pretty good handle on that as well. What they're not as good at are these little small weather disturbances during the summer that kick through the state and interact with the monsoon flow pattern. Models have a tough time because these are much smaller as far as size goes, and they have a tough time figuring out where they are and what they're doing. The one that came through today was one of those ones that sort of just popped up and rolled its way on through, and there really was no model pickup on this thing. So that's why we thought we'd see more sunshine than we did. We knew we'd have a couple showers around, especially across the southwest, but it was a better day than that storm-wise, in all honesty. Now, as far as what happens tomorrow, we're still going to see scattered storms out there across the north and into central sections of the state. It's not going to be a huge storm day, but we will have some storms in and out. Could get a quick shower here in the metro. Over the weekend, going to be more of that garden variety. Moisture slide up from the south. We may grab a weather disturbance or two on top of that to enhance some of the storms across the area into the weekend. Is it going to be a total washout type of weekend? No, it's going to be more of the hit and miss scattered storms. But it's those hit and miss scattered storms over the past month that have done a pretty good job at backing off our overall drought problems here. Take a look at last week's drought map, which was an improvement over weeks before that, but still plenty of abnormally dry to moderately dry, even severe conditions across portions of the state. But look this week, things are much, much better. We're now looking at just abnormally dry conditions here in central sections and across the north. So what does that mean overall? Well, it means a lot of things. The extreme drought numbers are down 10% in a week. Severe drought almost down 2%. Moderate drought down over 2%. And abnormally dry is up. So that's actually a positive because obviously abnormally dry is not as bad as we've been in most cases. So we are making progress in that respect. 84 in Durango, 82 Pagosa Springs, 80 in Alamosa, partly sunny, spot storm possible out there. Northwest sunshine and warm for tomorrow. 84 in Grants, 85 in Gallup, and 89 out in Chinle. Across the southwest, partly cloudy with some isolated showers. 88 Las Cruces, 89 in TRC, and 90 in Socorro. Over into the southeast, partly cloudy, some spot storms out there. Not a great deal of storm activity, though. And up to the northeast, storms will be in and out throughout the day tomorrow. Another day of rain in places like Las Vegas and over into Santa Fe. Tomorrow, some more scattered showers as well, especially over the mountain peaks. 82 into Harris, 83 in Estancia, and 80 out in Mountain Air. And here in the metro area, we could grab a spot storm. Otherwise, sun and clouds. I do definitely think we're going to see more sunshine tomorrow than we saw today. Had a lot of sort of high and mid-level cloud cover, which filtered out the sun throughout most of the day. If we're looking for a bullseye day to grab some showers, Sunday looks pretty good with a high of 87 degrees, Monday 85. If you want to talk more weather on Twitter, at KRQE Mark.
All right, thanks, Mark.